Hello, you beautiful, beautiful people. Welcome back to Forza Horizon 4. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well. Today is spring in the lovely United Kingdom, bringing with it a brand new festival playlist and this week's FORZA-thon challenges, a British icon, which we will be completing today with those all-important 200 FORZA-thon points and the much-needed percentage towards the festival playlist. So if you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. We are very close to 15,000 subscribers. A like rating will be much appreciated. Let's go complete this week's FORZA-thon challenges. Now, this wouldn't be a Skippy weekly FORZA-thon video if we didn't talk about the Player House Lake Lodge. It will double all FORZA-thon points for all FORZA-thon activities, daily FORZA-thon challenges, weekly FORZA-thon challenges, and FORZA-thon lives every hour on the hour. Now, this house can be quite expensive at 5 million credits, or it's free with the VIP pass, but it is well worth it for the FORZA-thon points. Now, the vehicle you're going to need for this week's FORZA-thon challenges is the 1965 Mini Cooper S. Now, unfortunately, this particular Mini is not available at the auto show. This Mini is a barn find. If you haven't got this barn find just yet, it is located on the left-hand side of the map. These Minis can be picked up in the auction house for as little as 300,000 credits. For this week's FORZA-thon challenges, I'm going to be using two tunes. For chapters 1, 2 and 3, I'm using a C-Class tune running 275 horsepower and 4-wheel drive. For chapter 4 only, I'm going to be using an S1 tune, 623 horsepower and 4-wheel drive. If you'd like to use either of these tunes, just search my gamer tag Skippy4631, my file name Skippy YouTube, or use the share codes that are in the description and in the comments below. Now, this week we do actually have a brand new car to Forza Horizon 4, the Pontiac Firebird 68. To add this car to your garage, complete a seasonal championship called Phoenix from the Ashes. Now, we will be taking a look at the FORZA-thon shop, the Horizon backstage vote, and this week's Super 7 reward at the end of the video. But first, we're going to get this week's FORZA-thon challenges, a British icon, completed. Chapter 1 then, little car, big personality. Own and drive one of the most famous cars ever built, the 1965 Mini Cooper S. Own and drive then, make sure you're in the 65 Mini Cooper. Hop outside at your festival, house or castle, drive 2 seconds down the road. Little car, big personality, completed. So with chapter 1, little car, big personality completed, owning and driving the 65 Mini Cooper, it's on to chapter 2, Plucky Off-Road Hero. It was a rally champion back in the day, so win 2 dirt racing series events in your Mini 65 to get a feel for it. Now, for this chapter, we need the dirt racing series, so head on into your map and filter by the dirt racing series only, making them a little bit easier to see and find. Now, you can do any 2 races from the dirt racing series. You can even do the same race twice, which is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to head on down to the Broadway Village Scramble, where I have created a cheeky blueprint called Quick FORZA Race Chapter 2. At 1 lap long, it's nice and quick. It's locked to the 65 Mini, so if you'd like to use this blueprint, just search my gamer tag Skippy4631 or use the share code 214412486. Now, as always, races for the weekly FORZA challenges, driver type difficulty does not matter, and as we do need to win these 2 races, there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going new racer. Here we go then, race number 1 in our 65 Mini. Now, something to note with this blueprint, brake early for the first corner, driver tires head straight on, we head off into first, and this is effectively just a little loop around broadside. It shouldn't take too long to complete, no more than 30 seconds on the brakes. This next left-hander, Mini turned in, one more left-hander, then the finish line is right there. Nice and easy, nice and quick. Across the line, race 1 complete. While I complete race 2 for this chapter, I want to give a massive shout out to all the channel members: Zeta, Pearl, Assumed, Justin, Peter, Dragon, Terry, Stephen, Kevin, David, Carlton, Easy, Owen and James. Thank you all so much for going that extra mile to support the channel. And across the line, first place, race 2 completed. And there we go, Plucky Off-Road Hero completed. With Chapter 2, Plucky Off-Road Hero completed, winning 2 dirt racing series events. It's on to Chapter 3, Asphalt Champion. It was a champion on Asphalt 2, win 2 road racing series events in your Mini 65. Before this chapter, once again head on into your map, but this time we're filtering by the road racing series. And just like chapter 2, you can use any 2 races from the road racing series, or you can use the same race over and over, which is exactly what I'm going to do again, this time using the Greendale Club circuit. Where once again I've created another cheeky blueprint, this time called Quick Forza Race Chapter 3 at just 0.3 miles in length, and again locked to the Mini 65. If you want to use this blueprint, search gamertag Skippy 4631, we use the share code 145741750. Once again, we do need to win these two races, so there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. Go in, new racer. Here we go then, race number 1 of the road racing series. Driver tires are going to take a cheeky right, completely ignore them, head straight on to the finish line. There it is, across the line, first place. Here we go, race number 2. Once again, ignoring the driver tires, taking a cheeky right. We head straight on to the finish line, across the line, race 2 completed. And there we go, Asphalt Champion completed. Through Chapter 3, Asphalt Champion completed, winning 2 road racing series events. It's on to our 4th and final chapter this week, Run a Bean. Now you've won everything, celebrate in style by earning a total of 75,000 skill score in your Mini 65. Now for this chapter, hop into your pause menu, slide on over to the Cars tab and enter Car Mastery. In here, you'll find a bunch of perks to help you gain 75,000 skill score a lot quicker. For example, we have Skill Legend. Your car's skill multiplier can go to 7. We also have Exceptional Handling. Your car's skill multiplier builds 3 times as fast. I would also suggest picking up Extra Life. Your car lasts in the face of danger. Each skill chain now takes 2 collisions to break. Now, skill-based challenges can be completed absolutely anywhere in the freeway map, and if you're feeling brave, you can even do it during a race. But for those of you that have been around the channel long enough, you know exactly where I'm going for my skill-based challenge, and that's Greendale Airstrip. Here we go then, 75,000 skill score. The reason I've come to Greendale Airstrip, there is plenty to smash and crash into and plenty of room to do it as well. Now, for 75,000 points, we're looking for 10,800 points or more times by 7. Now somehow I actually hit 10,800 points before we hit the times 7, so I kept going until I got the times 7, then I let it bank and we hit that 75,000 skill score or more. Well, that is Chapter 4 Run a Bean completed, finishing off this week's FORZA HORIZON challenges, a British icon. Let's head on over to the FORZA HORIZON shop and take a look. Okay, do not miss out on this week's FORZA HORIZON shop. The first car for grabs, the 1986 Hoonigan Ford RS200 Evolution, 999 FORZA HORIZON points. Second car for grabs, the 2006 Hummer H1 Alpha, 200 FORZA HORIZON points. We've got the Best Mates emote and the Halo theme car horn, which sounds a little bit like this. $75 FORZA points for each of those. And if you're feeling lucky and got any spare FORZA points knocking around, you can grab a normal wheel spin for 40 FORZA points. Or you can nab yourself a super duper wheel spin for 150 FORZA points. Now, the 2006 Hummer H1 Alpha, 200 FORZA points. That is a bit of a bargain. This thing is not available in the auto show. It can be picked up in the auction house though for around 1,000,000 credits. But it all depends whether you want to spend FORZA points or you want to spend 1,000,000 credits. The price will drop as the week goes on because people will put them in the auction house. More people will have them in their garages. But 200 FORZA points isn't bad for the Hummer H1 Alpha. Now we come to the big ticket item, the super rare Hoonigan Ford RS200. This thing is definitely worth picking up in the FORZA shop. If you do not have this in your garage, grind out those FORZA points and make sure you get this thing unlocked. 999 FORZA points might seem like a lot, but it is definitely worth it for this car. If you don't have very many FORZA points, definitely be putting them towards the Hoonigan RS200. It's a very rare car. It's been a very long time since we've seen it available either in the playlist or the FORZA shop. If you want the Hummer H1, I would spend the credits. I would save the FORZA points, put them towards that Hoonigan RS200. But with all that being said, let's hop on over to Horizon Backstage and check out this week's vote. Now, Horizon Backstage is one of Horizon 4's newest features, and it is a short drive from the festival site and can be accessed from free roam, but it is much easier to pop into your pause menu, slide on over to the Cars tab, and enter Horizon Backstage from there. Now, last week's Horizon Backstage vote saw the Jeep Wrangler DD go up against the Chevrolet Chevelle 67, with the Jeep Wrangler DD coming out on top and winning last week's vote, and is now available for purchase in Horizon Backstage. Now, this week's vote has the Chevrolet Impala 96 up against the Plymouth Fury. Let me know down in the comments which one you're voting for. I'll be putting my vote in live on stream in the next couple of days when we complete the festival playlist. But let's head on over to Horizon Super 7 and check out this week's reward. This week's Horizon Super 7 reward is the Disco Chicken Suit. I think that's a fantastic reward to have in Super 7. To add that to your collection, just complete all 7 challenge cards in Horizon Super 7. But there we go, that's this week's Foursome Challenges, a British icon completed, adding 200 Foursome points to the bank towards that Hoonigan RS200 and grabbing 15% towards our spring season. If you have any questions about this week's Foursome Challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to help you out. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new around here, definitely consider subscribing. Like I say, we're very close to 15,000 subscribers. We'll also be completing the rest of the festival players live here on the channel in the next couple of days. But stay safe and have an awesome day.